What's up, everybody? It's Bill from High Volume Games, and welcome back to Bill's Day Off. The series that started it all has returned. We're starting a new schedule. Each week there's going to be a new video. It's going to be 1 week it's going to be press penny hunts, and the other week we're going to be back on the table. And so, first thing I wanted to do was get a particular game on here because when I bought the game, the very first thing Keith Avalone said was, "Are we going to see fishing on High Volume Games?" And I said yes, and we sort of saw it for a brief second in One Turn Gaming, but we're going to now get a full playthrough of Reel Time Pro Fishin from Plaay Now. So I love this game. I bought it at Plaay.com. I got to play it when I had the very long trip back home, the 3 days. I got to spend a lot of time playing it. I spent several hours playing it at the Metropolitan Lounge in Chicago. The great thing about being the last train of the day was that the place emptied out, and I got a full table to just sit there and play fishing. So I had an idea for this game. What we're going to do is we're going to play. So Keith likes to put a lot of, Easter eggs in games, like Course Collection 20, the names of the holes for History Maker Golf. They were based off of like either addresses or some sort of thing, regarding, people who buy, games from him. So, and, Fury Football has Shreve Tower in it. I gotta say that one. But in Reel Time Pro Fishin, there is every of the fictitious fishermen has, where they're from and all that. And I found that Jonathan Oakes here is from Taunton, Mass. A certain home of, yours truly. So I said, we need to come and have a battle of Taunton. We need to have Jonathan Oakes versus me in a battle, mano a mano, on what I will call today Lake Sebacia. So this is the base Lake USA lake. It's the default lake. It's, doesn't have any variations. If you were to go, I'm just going to pull one at random out. If you go get another lake, they're all in these trifold things. There can be some variations to the different spots on the lake that, determine whether you need certain fish, certain types of fish can't be there or they can only be there. There might be, caveats to rules. So in this case, we're just going to use our base lake, but we're going to call it Lake Sebacia for today to give us that Taunton feel. And we're going to start putting fish on the lake. Now, in a one-on-one battle, or in any battle, even if you were playing just solo, you would have, it's a battle to 3 strikes, 3 misses, and you're out. And you're going to see how many pounds you can catch. If there's a tiebreaker, it's on how many fish you get. So we're going to roll first, and we'll cast out, try to catch fish. Then it'll be Jonathan's turn, and then 3, whoever gets knocked out will then count up and see what we got. All right, so I'm going to go first. Now, looking at this board, there's 4 colors. There's red, blue, green, and yellow. Red is a small fish, blue is a medium fish, green is a large fish, and yellow is unknown. It can be anywhere from ginormous fish to just a tree branch or a tire or a boot. So we are going to roll. We're going to cast first. We're going to pick our lure, then we're going to cast, and then we'll use things from our tackle box to try to catch a fish. So we are going. I don't know what to do with this board. We have a rainbow up top and some unknowns in the bottom. So I think we're going to green dye it. We're going to go with the large lure because if it's a big fish, if these unknowns are big, they're going to want that green lure. We'll see. So we're going to roll, and we're going to roll near. Now, with near, when you're casting, you have to follow a, this rule here. And in this case, the near cast, you just have to roll an 18, less than an 18, which in our case with 3 die, just don't roll triple sixes. Now, when you do these other lakes here, like this one must be 17, or, the far cast must be greater than 4. So it's all different lakes, all different casts for different lakes. But so ours is 18. All right, we rolled a 3, 4, 5. So we rolled on the unknown, which is fine. But we rolled the black 5, which a black 5, your black 5 is how the fish reacts. Now, 1, 2 would mean they instantly grab it. 3, 4, they nibble. And 5, 6 means they ignore it. So we can use our tackle box here to kind of change the numbers on that board. So our tackle box, hold on, my camera is telling me the time instead of showing me what it is. So the tackle box has 1 through 6, and it has plus 1 and plus 2, minus 1, minus 2, and 2 reroll. So we can use that to kind of alter these numbers. And right now we need to alter the black 5. So we can change it to a 1 or 2. We could move it down a little to maybe get into the nibbles, but I think we'll just use the 2 and turn this into a 2. And we're going to see what's this fish. And it is, it's a jumbo. We need a green lure, because you're going to have different things you have to accomplish. We need a green or a blue lure, which we have a green lure. We need a 3 and a 4 and a 5. So right now the good thing is we have a 3. So if we want this fish, we're going to have to give up our 4 and a 5 from a tackle box. So we will have spent 2, 4, and 5 just to get one fish, but it's a 22-pound fish. So that's what we're going to have to do. So we're going to have to spend our 4 and our 5. But we now have the jumbo. So we're in an interesting spot right now. We're way ahead, but we've also, we now only have 1, 3, and 6 as far as the number part of our tackle box. So Jonathan Oakes is going to roll. Now, what you're going to roll, I roll 3 dice. There's a thing in the rule books that tells you how to officially roll for AI, and it says you can either choose to just roll the black and white die and use a die for near and far, or you can just roll 3 die, and the third die, your lure die, will be whether it's just near or far. And I like doing that. So we're going to roll. Now, when we roll, our black die is going to be this column here, which column we get, and then you will add the black and the white dies together to get your number, which will get your result. So Jonathan is going to roll. Then he rolls a 1, 4. So he rolls a black 1 and a 5. So he's going to get a small 1. And since he's going to be far. So the small one in the far end is this one. And he gets a 2-pound dinker. So he is now on the board. We're way ahead, but, we'll see. I'm going to go blue die, and I'm going to go far in our next roll, hoping to get a low white die number. Let's see. We got a 1, 3, 6. So we got our blue die number, or our white die number. Unfortunately, we got a 6 on the black die, which means right now they're ignoring it. We could either put the 1 down and move it into a hit. We could re-roll that black die using the tackle box. We could recast if we wanted to, but then right now we're at a number of 10, and at that point, you either have to go far cast and go greater than 10 or near cast to go less than 10. There's actually a rule if you get even. Like if you rolled the 10 again, you would get a bonus. But I think in our case, we're going to re-roll that 6. I don't know what it rolled because I can't see. It's a 3. Okay, so we re-rolled it to a 3, which means nibble, which means we roll again. So that's probably the better outcome. And it's a 3. This thing is fighting us. And it's a 3 again. Holy jeez. And it's a 4. We're still nibbling. A 3. I should be in Vegas right now. 3 and 4. Another 4. And a 1. This fish is mine. No. Well, we have got he has taken the bait, but we have to see what we have here. Oh, look at that. It's a red or a blue. Hold on, this thing. There we go. It's a red or a blue lure, which we have the blue lure, and a 1 or a 4, which we have the 1. So we don't have to spend any more. And we got a 4-pound digger. So geez to that. Now, though, we did spend a re-roll, but we got 4 pounds. That was a fight. All right, so our friend Jonathan Oakes is going to roll. And 3. No, it's a black 5. Oh, look at this. Yeah, well, just bad luck on his part. He has cast again on 5 out of 7 numbers. But he rolled an 8. So that is an X. So Jonathan gets the first strike of the game. And we roll. Now he was going for... That is odd 5, 3. So that fish goes away. Yellow fish comes up. We're going to blue die and we're going to far. Okay, 2, 4, 6. 2, 4, 6. I don't like that at all. So again, we could re-roll. We could do the 1. Well, let's do the 1. I don't know. That was probably a dumb move. But we're going to go turn this into a 1. We're going to look at the yellow. And it is a dolly. It's 3 pounds. It's either 2, 3, 4, or a red lure. In this case, we do have a blue 2, which is okay. If that had said and red lure, we'd be screwed. But it says 2, 3, 2 or 3 or 4 or red lure. So we got the dolly, the 3-pound dolly. And we move on. And Jonathan is going to roll with 1 strike. And he rolls a 7, which is a cast again. Okay. Oh, this is probably a better roll. It's 5. So it's a small one. So he gets a fish, but it has to be a small one. So we'll take the 1 small one we got there. And it's another dinker. He's got 2 dinkers. There's a lot of dinkers in Lake Sebastian today. All right, I'm going to go large. And I'm going to go near. Because I feel like all 4 of those could go for a large. All right, so 3, 5, 3. All right, well, we're in a spot where a large one is, but we got a nibble. We could use our -1 or 2 and move that to a 2 and just take the hit. So I think we'll do that. I think we'll -1, save that -2. So that puts that there. Boom. And, oh, we luck out again. We got a blue belly. 7 pounds, and we need a 3 or a 4. We got a 3, so the blue belly joins us. So we're sitting at 36 pounds right now. And our friend Jonathan is at 4. Jonathan's going to roll. And he rolls a 4, which is a got one. So he gets the fish automatically. He is getting a near 3. So he's got this unknown fish. This could be huge or not huge. Let's see. It is. Oh no, it's a minnow. He gets 1 pound. So Jonathan gets his third fish of the day, but unfortunately has not gotten anything over 2 pounds. There's actually some lakes in the thing which will make him throw that back. So we're going to go and let's go blue and let's go far. We're now sitting with 3, 6, -2, reroll, and the +1/+2 in our tackle box. So we are getting low on the tackle box. 5, 6, and 4. Okay, so we could use our -2 to move that, but we're gambling on that point. I think we're going to re-roll or recast in this situation, because actually that's not great either, because we're at 15, so we could be, if we move to the near, we could be less than 15, or go back to far and be greater than 15, but there's not a lot of blue lure stuff in the in the near side. We could -2 and make it a hit and just gamble. I think we will. We'll just get -2 to make that a 2. We hit here. Let's hope this thing wants a blue lure. Well, it did want a blue lure, but it is 16 pounds. Oops, sorry. It's a sock Dollager. Okay. It is, yeah, it does want a blue lure or a green lure, but it wants a 3, 4, and a 5. We've used our 4 and our 5 already. We do have a 5, but there's no way to mimic a 4. So this is going to be our first strike. So both teams now have a strike. That fish goes away. He's like, I'm out of here. Weirdo trying to get me. And now we are going to go with Jonathan. All right, Jonathan rolls a 10, which, as we've said before, there's a lot of cast agains, and he gets to cast again. This time he rolls a 7, but it's the black 2. And that's a got one. See, now, that's the thing. If it's a black 2, like he rolled a 2 and a 5 for a 7. If it was a black 2, it's one thing. If it's a black 5, it's another thing. It would have been either cast again or a got one, and he got the got one. So he got one, which means he automatically gets the near 5, which again, this poor man keeps going for the small fish. He's got a strategy, though. This one's a 3-pound brownie. So he goes on, and he is now at 4 fish, but a combined 8 pounds. What a battle. All right, but we're all at that 1 strike. And again, though, here's the thing. He's only got 1 strike. He very well could, I could go out with my tackle box being hurt. I could go out and he could just turtle and tortoise in the hair, come back and get me. I'm going blue and far. And we got 2, 2, 3. Okay, but we have to gamble a little here because I like the 2, I like the location, but we have a 3. It's a nibble. I don't have anything other than a reroll, and I just don't think that's... We're just going to go with the nibble and hope we get it. No 5 and a 6. And we got a 2. So that worked out. That was also very close, by the way. I didn't focus on that, but I rolled a 2, 2, 3 on a far cast with the must be greater than a 6. So I rolled a 7. So thankfully that was just enough. And our nibble worked. And so, okay, we have a 7-pound Haas. We need a green or a blue lure, which we have, and a 5 or a 6. And we have a 2, but we have a 6 in our tackle box. So we will use that 6 and get our 7-pound Haas. So we are now at, that's 10 right there, 21 and 22, 43 pounds. But we are very limited in our tackle box now. We are 3 reroll and the +1/+2. All right, Jonathan Oakes with 1 strike to his name. Oh, this is again a good number. It's a 6. It's a got one. He's going to go far 4, which is a large fish. Far 4 is a 10-pound boss. And he just went from, see, this is what I'm saying. He just went from 8 to 18 just like that. All right, we're going to go, I don't know what the heck to do right now. I think we're going to go large and we're going to go far. No. So 2, 2, 6. I guess we're gonna re-roll that black die. Try to get 1, 2, 3, or 4, and we don't even get that. So no, that is a strike, and we used our last re-roll. So we are at 2 strikes. And Jonathan's coming up. Oh no, Jonathan rolls a 2, literally a 2, 1, 1. And that's going to be another fish. He's going to go with the far 1 and get a 4-pound tweener. So he's at 22. So this, what seemed like a blowout, is now getting a lot closer. Because it's 22 to, like my jumbo is still the same as much as he's got, but it's 22 to 43. All right, I'm gonna roll. All we have left on our thing is a 3, a +1, and a +2, and 2 strikes. All right, 1, 5, 2. So, well, this is probably the best roll we could have because we've got a large lure, we've got a large, and I apologize, I was always going far. But, okay, so, yeah, this is what we want. I mean, there's nothing we can do. It's the best roll for what we have. It's just, what do we have here? Oh, it's not looking good because this is a glitterback. It's 8 pounds, green lure. We need a 5, and we don't have anything that can do anything because we have a 3, we have a +1 and a +2. Unfortunately, you cannot go, oh, I'm going to change it to a 3, then go +2 because that doesn't actually work. The rules are on the bottom row. Cannot change anything that you use from the top row. So we cannot do that. So we have now gotten our 3rd strike. And now the question turns into, what can Jonathan do? He's got 2 strikes to work with. And look at that board. That board could have a lot of pounds on it. Here he goes. He rolls. The first roll is a 2. He gets it. And he's going to get the far 1, which is a green. And it's 14 pounds. No. He is now to 24, 25, and 35, because that's, 36, sorry. 36, no. Yes, get the small fish up here. All right, let's see what he does. 4 and 3 is 7. It is a nibble. So he's going for the far 3, which is unknown. So he can only roll an 11 to a 25. It's a 65. So he gets a strike. Oh, this is it. Now, what was that one? Was so far 2? Okay. I hope I didn't mess that up, but we'll see on the playback. Okay, this is going to be pretty much it. Again, I'm at 10, 14, 21, 43. He is at 5, 9, 11, 12, 22, 36. So he either is going to miss or he could get an 8-pounder. Likely on that board, it's either going to be a miss or an 8-pounder. Who knows? Oh, but it's, again, that 5 out of 7 that he has where he can cast again. He casts again. He rolled a 10. Only an 8 or 12 on that row. But he rolled an 8. He rolled a 6-2. So he gets his third strike and on just sort of by luck has officially won this round. But what a match. So the Battle of Taunton is done with me at 29, 33, 43, and him with 5, 9, 11, 12, 22, 36. I win by 7. If he had, say, gotten a 7-pound fish, he would have easily won, even on a tiebreak, because he has 7 fish versus my 5. So, but that is going to be it for this game. What a battle. Jonathan Oakes put up a great fight. It turned out to be a huge number for both of us. If that's going to be this game, I will be the champion of Taunton. I must now move on and see if we can win the Battle of Massachusetts, maybe, and then continue on. But if you guys want to see more of this, let me know, because I've got all the lakes. I've got the fictitious fishermen. We can do tournaments. There's a whole little side game that's about making tournaments. It's very much like History Maker Golf tournament mode. So we can do that. And if you want to see some of the other lakes, I have them all, so we can just go crazy and just do different lakes. So let me know if you want to see more of his Reel Time Pro Fishing from Plaay Now. And hope you come back and join us. Next week we are press penny hunting at the Disney Marathon. And then a week after that, we will be back on this table with another game. So till then, I hope everyone's well. I hope you're all warm, and it's kind of snowing outside right now, but not as bad as a few weeks ago. So till next time, I hope you're all doing well. Take care now and have a great day. Bye now.